A lot of traders are still finding it very hard, especially beginners, to understand market structure. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys and showing you guys how you guys will be able to understand market structure. And at the end of this video, you guys will also be able to identify your support and resistance, your highs and your lows, and you'll be able to finally understand how price moves. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Understanding market structure is a very important and very essential part of trading. Now, in order for you to be able to understand market structure, you have to be able to understand how price moves. And in trading, price does not move in a straight line like this. So price does not move in a straight line like this. So for example, if we're in an uptrend, price moves like this. We have a higher high, then we have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is how price moves in an uptrend. Now in a downtrend, we see price moving just exactly like this. We have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and a lower low. This is how price moves in a downtrend. So once you understand this aspect here, now it becomes easier for you to be able to understand market structure and to be able to identify your zones. And when I say zones, I mean your support and resistance, your highs and your lows. You'll be able to identify all this. Now I'm going to switch this back to the candlestick and we're going to take a look at some examples here. So let me delete all this. Let me delete all this. Now, we're looking at USD JPY here, and we're going to be looking at this example on the 15-minute time frame. Now, what we're going to do here, what I like to do is I like to use a tool called trading sessions. Now, I like to use this one called party trading sessions. And to use these trading sessions on your chart, you go here to indicators and you search for party. Once you type party, P-A-T-I, it's gonna pop up and you just click on it, you add it onto your chart. And once you're done, you go to settings. You go to settings. I like to trade during the New York session. That's why I have the New York session checked. If you trade the London session, you just need to check London session, and that's the only session you need. So you have to also figure out what trading session do you like to trade, and then you can use these party trading sessions to add it onto your chart. So we're going to use the New York session just for the sake of this video, and I like to trade during the New York sessions anyways. So we're going to use the New York session. Once you're done, you click on OK. Now, what we need to identify here is we need to know that we're only going to be taking trades during the New York session. And this, I believe this is kind of pink. I'm not good with colors, guys, so bear with me. So this background here that you guys see here, this is the New York session, and this white background is the Asian session and the London session, but we're only going to focus on the New York session. Now, if we look at this cell here, now you guys will see that we had previously, we need to identify our highs since we're taking a sell position. Now, every setup is going to be different. So this is one setup here. Now we need to identify the high of this, the previous high over here, and we can see that previously we had this most recent high over here. And if I drag this all the way to the left hand side as well, you guys will see what I'm talking about here. You can see that over here we had this we had multiple touches here that price previously refused to break. We had this touch here, rejection, rejection, rejection. So now we will be anticipating come New York session, we would like to see if price is actually going to break this zone, this high or your resistance zone to the upside, and to see if we can take any potential buy opportunities. But in this case, we can see that come New York session, we had a rejection during the London session, and price came down, and then we had a retest right over here. Now because of that, we will get in this sell position come New York session, and we will have our sell entry right over here. We'll have our sell entry right over here at this bearish candle, because we had this retest right over here. We had this retest over here, so we'll have our entry right over here. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on replay mode, and you guys will see how this trade played out, and I will show you guys where our potential take profit would have been for this trade right here. So let's take a look and see. We'll just start from right over here, and let's take a look and see. So we had our entry right over here. We had our entry right over here, and if we gonna target any zones here, we'll have our take profit target is gonna be this zone here, because remember, we're trading from zones to zones. We always trading from zones to zones. That's all we're doing when it comes to trading. So we'll have a take profit target here. We'll have a take profit target right there, and as you guys can see, we had touches, rejections. We had rejection here. We had a rejection here, and we had a rejection over here. So this is going to be our potential take profit target. So we're anticipating that price is going to get to that zone, and as you guys can see, we actually had our take profit smashed, and this was for 22 pips, and stop loss is for 14 pips right here, and our risk to reward ratio is 1:6. So this is how you use market structure to get into trades, and also to set your take profit target. It's all just simple. You just have to understand that we always trading from zones to zones. That's why understanding market structure is very, very important and very, very essential. So this is how you use it to take a sell position. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all this, and we're going to take a look at a buy position. So let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. Okay, now for this buy position, right over here, what we need to do is to look to the left hand side and look for rejections. Now this setup is very, very different from the first setup that I just showed you guys. Now we can see that we had previously a zone here, which was our previous low, and you can also say our support zone over here. So we had this support zone here. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, so we had this support zone over here. Let me move this down a little bit here. So we had this support zone over here, which was our previous low. Now, looking at this setup here, now what we expecting come New York session here, we would have probably been anticipating that price is going to break this zone and we have a sell continuation. But instead, when New York session opened, because this is a demand zone, because we had multiple rejections. As you guys can see, if I move this, you guys will see that we actually had multiple rejections. If I move this here, you'll see that we had rejections here, rejections, and rejection here as well. So we know that this is a demand zone. Now, so once we see this setup come New York session, price rejected this zone over here. Now I'm going to put this in replay mode and you guys will see where your entry would have been for this trade right here. So we'll just start from right here. Let's start from right over there and let's see where our entry would have been. Now, New York session opened. Now I would have had my entry. You would have had your entry at this bullish candle here, and your stop loss would be right below this wick here, and we're looking at about 13 pips right there. And my take profit target is going to be this most recent high. My take profit will be right there, right over here. This most recent high that was created previously, I'll have my take profit right there. And also because we had almost nothing but clean candles right here to the left, so I'll have my take profit right up here at this previous high. And so we're going to target this previous high here. So we're going to target this previous high and let's see how many pips this trade was. So we're looking at 30 pips for this trade, stop loss 13 pips, risk to reward ratio 2:2. So let's see how this trade played out. Right there, we got our take profit smash right here for 30 pips. So guys, this is exactly how you mark up your zones and understand market structure. You have to be able to understand market structure for you to become a very profitable trader and be able to do it consistently. Without understanding market structure, I don't know what you're doing, but you're definitely wasting your time. So you have to understand market structure. You have to be able to identify your highs and your lows. And let me tell you guys, your highs and your lows, those are what becomes your support and resistance. So once you understand how price moves, then understanding market structure and being able to identify your zones, your highs and your lows and what have you, it's going to become very easy for you guys, and you'll become a profitable trader and you'll be able to do it consistently. So guys, that's it for me for this video, guys. I hope you guys found value in this video. If you found value in this video, give this video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. And if you guys want access to my trading community on Discord, the link is going to be down below in the description. God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.